vows to prosecute attackers of last mile officials. Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria Customs collaborates to remove Nigeria from Financial Action Task Force grey list. On the foreign scene, 20 people die in crowd surge at Gaza aid site. And in sport, Nigeria's Junior D Tigers to face Hungary in knockout game of Under-19 Basketball World Cup. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has vowed to prosecute anyone who attacks officers of the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, declaring that the government will no longer tolerate assault on its law enforcement personnel. Speaking through his deputy, Obafemi Hamzat, during a conference held to mark LASTMA's 25th anniversary, Sanwo-Olu said the agency had become an indispensable part of the city's infrastructure and must be protected. While acknowledging the challenges Lagos has faced over the years, including a surge in population and vehicle numbers, Governor Sanwo-Olu praised LASTMA's evolution and resilience. Sanwo-Olu also urged residents to view the agency beyond the usual criticism, referencing earlier comments made during the event. Also speaking at the event, the special advisor to the Governor on Transportation, Shola Giwa, described the anniversary as a moment of deep reflection for the agency and the state. He noted that officers were now deployed to major corridors, managing more than 2 million vehicular movement daily across Lagos' 9,100 kilometers road network. The conference themed Enhancing Traffic Efficiency and Safety on Lagos Roads, Challenges, Opportunities and Innovation, reflected on the agency's founding growth and prospects. The Lagos Multi-Door Courthouse, LMDC, has organized a series of sensitization programs for the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, as well as the Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy Affairs and Rural Development. This is part of the LMDC's commitment to promoting awareness and adoption of alternative dispute resolution (ADR) mechanisms around and across Lagos State government ministries, departments and agencies. Director of the LMDC, Achere Cole, emphasized that the LMDC is a court-connected ADR center providing mediation, early neutral evaluation, restorative justice and other dispute resolution services to help parties settle conflicts more efficiently. Cole highlighted the numerous benefits of ADR, including cost effectiveness, faster resolution time, and improved relationships between disputing parties. The federal government says over 420 federal roads, bridges and other infrastructure projects have either been completed or significantly advanced under the administration of President Bola Tinubu within the 2 years already spent in office. Chairman of the Senate Committee on Works, Barinada Mpigi, made this known in a goodwill message delivered at the 33rd Engineering Assembly, organized by the Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, COREN, in Abuja. Themed Advancing Quality Engineering Services and Businesses in Nigeria, Professionalism, Compliance and Remunerations. The annual event drew professionals from across the country to deliberate on engineering ethics, infrastructure standards and national development. Begi, who spoke through his representative, Ashley Emenike, hailed engineers as indispensable drivers of Nigeria's development, noting that their work forms the backbone of the country's economic growth, infrastructure expansion and industrial advancement. He specifically praised President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda, describing it as a catalyst for ongoing reforms and infrastructural ambition across the country. And Biggie said from the visionary Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway to investments in road, housing, energy and bridges nationwide, the president has demonstrated unwavering commitment to making Nigeria work. In In the wake of the June 13 attack on the Yelewata community in Guma local government area of Benue State, neighboring Plateau and Nasarawa states have joined forces with Benue to seek lasting solutions to the persistent bloodshed in the region. Speaking in Makodi, the Executive Secretary of the Benue State Emergency Management Agency, James Iopo, revealed that 107 victims of the Yelewata massacre were still receiving treatment in hospitals across the state. Iopo, who also serves as permanent secretary in the Benue State Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, said the level of carnage was unprecedented and underscored the urgency of regional collaboration to curb future attacks. The attack left over 200 people dead and scores injured, with houses burned. Now to the rest of the stories. The Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, FAN, has partnered with the Nigeria Customs Service to remove the country from the Financial Action Task Force, FATF's grey list. Both organizations made this announcement during a briefing after FAN Managing Director Olubunmi Kuku and the Comptroller General of the Nigeria Customs Service, Adewale Adeniyi, toured the international wing of the Lagos Airport. FATF is the global body established in 1995 to lead international action to combat money laundering, terrorism, and proliferation financing. It will be recalled that on February 24, 2023, Nigeria was placed on the FATF grey list due to increased capital inflows and deficiencies in combating money laundering, terrorism, and arms financing. Since then, concerned agencies have been channeling efforts towards exiting Nigeria from the indicting list. Aside from attempting to delist Nigeria from the grey list, both Kuku and Adeniyi also said they are on a mission to enhance passenger and cargo facilitation at the airport. FAN recently deployed advanced screening technologies, e-gate systems, to enhance the security and safety of airport users. The Kogi State government has announced plans to conduct a biannual audit to assess internally generated revenue performance across the 21 local government areas in the state. The Auditor General for Local Government, Yakubu Adabenege, stated this during an appraisal meeting with the chairman, treasurers, and directors of internal revenues of local government areas in Lokoja, the state capital. Adabenege said the aim of the biannual audit is to strengthen fiscal discipline at the local government level in the state as part of a routine performance review of financial activities of local government administration for the year 2025. He said, or for the year 2024, beg your pardon. He said the forthcoming audit scheduled for the next 3 months will serve as a mid-year assessment to determine the level of progress made by the councils in improving revenue generation and blocking financial leakages. He also noted that many local government areas still struggle to meet their basic financial obligations due to underperformance in revenue generation, stressing that the situation must change through proactive leadership and teamwork. Now to foreign news. The U.S. and Israel-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, GHF, has confirmed that 20 people have been killed in what it called a tragic incident at one of its aid distribution centers in southern Gaza. The GHF, in a statement, says 19 were trampled to death and one was stabbed amid a chaotic and dangerous surge at the site of the Khan Yunis area. It adds that it believed the surge was driven by agitators in the crowd who were affiliated to Hamas. Officials at Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis earlier said that more than 10 people were killed and others injured due to suffocation after the GHF's private security contractors closed an aid site. In our sport, Nigeria's Junior D Tigers will face Hungary today in the round of 16 of the 2025 FIBA Under-19 Women's World Cup in Borno, Czechia, after they lost their final round robin game 79-61 to Portugal on Tuesday. The coach, Juliana Akere-led side, were looking to finish the group phase on a strong note, having suffered a chastening 113 4-2 defeat in their previous fixture with Canada. The West Africans had begun their debut campaign at the Under-19 Women's World Cup with a credible 93-88 victory over China on the opening day of competition. But losses to Canada and now Portugal means that the team finished the round-robin phase in third position in Group B. Nigeria's Junior D Tigers will now face Hungary in the round of 16, with the winner proceeding into the quarterfinals, while the loser will be involved in the classification rounds for places 9 to 16. And that ends our news at 10. Just before we go, do not drive without a valid driver's license. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM live on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 500 unemployed youths in soft skills and job interview program? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has vowed to prosecute anyone who attacks officers of the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, declaring that the government will no longer tolerate assault on its law enforcement personnel. The Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, FAN, has partnered with the Nigeria Customs Service to remove the country from the Financial Action Task Force, FATF's grey list. We also told you that the US and Israel-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, GHF, has confirmed that 20 people have been killed in what it called a tragic incident at one of its 8 distribution centers in southern Gaza. And in sport, Nigeria's Junior D Tigers will face Hungary today in the round of 16 of the 2025 FIBA Under-19 Women's World Cup in Brno, Czechia, after they lost their final round-robin game 79-61 to Portugal on Tuesday. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Abiola Fagbolagun. I am Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.